YouTube right now. So just so you know, in case you do want to ask a question and you do not want to have it on YouTube, I will mention it again later on. I will cut you out or not pin your video. Okay, perfect. So let me just go here. I think I have spoken enough. I am very, hello Dina, hi Dina. We have people from all over the world today. Am I actually frozen at the moment? Can everybody see me? Can you just put in the chat, am I frozen or can you see me? Can you also hear me? Am I moving or am I frozen for you? Cynthia, you're with us. Wow, what a nice surprise. Okay, for whatever reason, I see myself frozen, but you know what? I don't have to see myself, so that's okay. Welcome to everybody today, and to so many people from everywhere in the world. I can see people from Lebanon, I can see people from the US, people from Germany, people from Dubai, people from Ras Al Khaimah. Hello, Jillian. Hello, Rita. Hello, Zahra. Hello, Phoebe. Hello, Dina. Who did I miss? Ingrid, Janice. Okay, so welcome to everybody. And for those of you who are with us for the first time, let me just introduce a little bit of the series. It's Your Life has started on the 1st of April. And like I always like to say, thank you, COVID, for one thing that you did that was well, not for a lot of other things, but COVID-19 has, just sparked that idea in me to get the world together, to have this series, which we had from the 1st of April until mid-May. We had this series every single night with amazing speakers from all over the world. I can see Cynthia is with us today, and Cynthia was one of our wonderful speakers one of these days. Mid-May, we then started doing it weekly just because there was so much online. And when I say so much, it is an overload. However, I am so grateful for every single person who is actually doing something online, who is connecting to the world, who is sharing, whether it's coaching ideas, tips, techniques for people to just feel better, to feel connected, to feel loved, and to feel heard. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Muna Abdelrahim Santel. I'm the owner and founder of Mind Your Power. Mind Your Power now has a representation in Lebanon as well as in Germany, and we have actually expanded while we were during this COVID time. And the beauty of it is that we are now reaching really people all over the world. What is this series about? It's your life. The message is, it is really your life. So whatever is happening outside, whether you're confined to the house, whether you're in any sort of a lockdown, whether you have any problems at work, whatever is happening outside, we cannot change. But the message is, we can change the way we feel about ourselves. We can change how we feel inside of ourselves. So here are lots of tips, lots of people, like I said, who have given you a lot of ideas. If you have missed the series, you can go onto my website, mindyourpower.org, go to It's Your Life, all speakers, and you can have a replay of every single one of them, or you just go to my YouTube channel. Nowadays, we're live on YouTube, and YouTube Mind Your Power channel, and you can also watch all the replays. But now to today, and today we have again a special edition because I'm talking myself. Usually I have a guest speaker, usually I'm interviewing someone. Today is me. And the topic today that I chose for you is self-hypnosis. The reason why is because one of the main messages in hypnosis is all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So for those of you who have already experienced hypnosis, for those of you who have had hypnosis sessions, or for those of you who are actually hypnotherapists, you know very well that we don't actually do anything to the people. We don't go into your minds and change anything. The work has been done by you yourself. So give yourself credit for everything that you have done so far, so everything that you have managed, and habits that you have changed, anything that you have done, because the only person who can actually change something within yourself is you yourself. And sometimes, or a lot of times, people have misconceptions about hypnosis. So a lot of times people, when they come to the hypnosis for the first time, they would say, oh, what are you going to do to me? Am I going to be unconscious, etc. All these misconceptions that we actually know, that we've heard so many times. And really the answer is no, of course, no, nobody can do anything to you. And that's why I have decided to really delve into that topic of self-hypnosis today and go even one step further and say, you know what? I will show you how to put yourself in a wonderful state of hypnosis yourself, so that, of course, if you have some issues that are very deep, you will need a hypnotherapist to guide you through. However, for these daily moments where you just need some reinforcement, these moments where you feel down and you need someone to motivate you, the moments where you feel sad or a little bit depressed or just down and low, just 5 minutes of self-hypnosis can boost you and put you way up there again. So let's see what hypnosis is before I can tell you how to go into self-hypnosis. So let me just see here. Why can I still not see myself? Okay. Well, it is what it is. So the state of hypnosis is a state of the subconscious mind, and I will explain it in a very, very simple way. As soon as we are not thinking clearly, as soon as we're not analyzing something, as soon as we're imagining something and are not really in the here and the now, dealing with the reality around us, we are in a state of hypnosis, because this is exactly what the subconscious mind is. The subconscious mind is the state or the mind of imagination, of emotions, of the more I feel and imagine things, the more I am in the subconscious mind. So what do you think? How many times a day are you actually in that state? How many times a day do you daydream or imagine or just, go far away with your thoughts and dreams and are not consciously where you are? You are already in a state of hypnosis. And now here's the thing. Everything that you do in that state, everything that you say to yourself while you're in that state, everything that you think of, the images that you have, this is all going straight right into your subconscious mind. So let me, before I start, ask you, what do you say to yourself when you are daydreaming? What images do you have about yourself, about your life? All of that is already self-hypnosis. Here we have I will not say the names just because of YouTube, so I will not say who said what is being written, but I will read out the comments. So most of the time we have images and assumptions. Yes, absolutely. And what kind of images and assumptions? Some people have positive ones. Many people nowadays have negative images, negative imaginations of, oh my God, what could happen, etc. Yeah, and you're here today to hear about how to learn self-hypnosis. Well, you are already doing it, just sometimes in a negative way. So everything, all that self-talk and everything that you're doing is already self-hypnosis. We are going to today see how we can put more positive messages inside. Yes, mostly related to what we're involved in. Yes, absolutely. And you know what? While you're working, when you're involved in doing things, etc., you will imagine, for example, the outcome of what you're doing. You will imagine something that you have planned, goals that you have, etc. Now, the people who are in a more or less negative situation, people who have maybe during this time now, maybe even lost their jobs or had to change some things within the family, etc., or could not go and see their families, maybe because they could not travel. Also, people who have been sick, they have oftentimes very negative assumptions about the future, images about the future. So how do we do that, and how do we actually get into a state of hypnosis before we start putting in positive suggestions? The first step is actually to allow your mind to go off of all of what you just said here. Because yes, when we are involved in thinking about what we are doing right now, if I'm involved, if I'm thinking of what I'm doing right now, I'm talking to you, I'm here on Zoom, you're listening to me, this is all more or less conscious. Yeah, we might have some images, some ideas, some feelings that go with it. This is again subconscious. However, when we listen or are really, really focused on what we're doing, this is conscious, right? So we want to first of all remove that mind, that conscious mind, and send it far, far away. Send it to a place where it can actually totally relax, where it can dream, where it can be in a state of emotions, because like I said, the subconscious mind is also the state of emotions. So the more we feel, the more we are in that subconscious mind. So the first step to self-hypnosis is actually sending your mind way, way off to a place where you can just imagine, because as soon as you're there, you are working with the subconscious already. When we are there, we can then put some suggestions, some affirmations, some nice images inside. And the beauty of it, while we are in the subconscious mind, these images, there is no guardian, basically. There is no guard standing there and saying consciously, no, I don't want this image, I don't want this thought, etc. Yeah, so while you're there, everything that you're saying to yourself is straight away going in and downloading and programming you. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to help you set up an automatic kind of a switch for you to be able to very, very quickly go into that state of self-hypnosis anytime you wish to. The only thing that I require from you is to practice that, because the more you practice it, is like with everything in life, the more we practice things, the better we get at them, right? So when you practice putting yourself into that state, you can at any time, whether you need 5 minutes during work, 5 minutes, how do you call it, like a speed sleep thing, or whether you are just so tired and you need to refresh, to rejuvenate, whatever it is, you can do that very, very, very quickly. So so this will be more or less a very relaxing session today, but before we get into that practical part, how about some questions? Who has any questions to self-hypnosis or to hypnosis in general? I'll be glad to answer them now, and of course at the end also. Any questions now at the moment? You can also ask me questions on YouTube, because I am following YouTube on my other computer here. So anyone who has questions, please ask them now. How do you know when you are in hypnosis? A wonderful question. Thank you so much for that. Well, let's put it this way. You are probably most of the time of your day in hypnosis. So as I said, have you ever been really, really emotional? Do you either very, very sad or very, very happy? Yeah. When you have a lot of emotions, that means you are in hypnosis. Why? Because most of our emotions are related to some thoughts that we have. So let me give you an example. All of you maybe. Think about something that was a little bit annoying or disturbing. And you can close your eyes or leave them open. It doesn't really matter. Yeah? Just think about something that wasn't really very pleasant, a little bit annoying. And if you have closed your eyes, just see where you are and hear what was spoken and feel how you felt. And now open your eyes again if they were closed. And just type into the chat, or you can also unmute yourself and throw in the how did you feel right now? How did you feel? Grumpy? Okay. Okay, there you go. You felt grumpy. Now, anyone else? Distressed? Okay. Okay. I'm not, me too. Okay, I'm not liking these words, so let's do something else. Let's just close our eyes one more time very quickly and go to a wonderful, wonderful place, a place where you felt so happy, a time in your life, a moment in your life where you were just so happy, relaxed, whatever it is. It could be alone or with someone, just a place and a moment in your life where you felt wonderful. And again, see yourself there. Hear the words that were spoken and feel the feelings. And at your own pace, whenever you're ready, just open your eyes again. I know that place is probably so wonderful that you don't want to come back to me right now, but do so please and tell me, how did you feel now? Happy and content, joyous. Okay, so we do have some differences. That was the state of hypnosis. It is a state where you're not consciously exactly here analyzing what I'm saying, thinking of what I'm saying. It is a state where your imagination takes over. Yeah. So going back to this question, how do we notice when we're in the state of hypnosis? If you are, for example, driving or cooking or doing anything and you catch yourself way somewhere else, your mind just drifted off to another place. You're thinking about something that you're not actually doing right now. That's when you are in the state of hypnosis. Yeah. So every time you're not very consciously doing what you're doing, this is already the state of hypnosis. And, the questions that you're asking about the state of hypnosis are very valid, because a lot of people have this misconception that you have to be almost unconscious, right? But truthfully, this is exactly what's happening. Hypnosis happens during the day. Many times. Hypnosis happens when you are watching TV, when you're listening to the radio, when you are watching some ads and and that ad goes straight into your subconscious mind and tells you, buy this product because this product will make you happy or refreshed or whatever it is. Yeah. How can we come out of this state then? Well, you are going in and out so many times during the day. And that's again, that misconception that we need to go in and stay there and then come out again. It is a state that you are in more often than you are actually in a conscious state during the day. Yeah. So you are in that state many times and much longer during the day than you are not. So how do you come out of it? Well, you bring yourself back. Here again, I'm not mentioning the names here, but I'm sure you've been, when you work, when you're doing something, sometimes you catch yourself, drifting off. And then you bring yourself back because, oh no, I have to continue doing whatever I'm doing, right? So here it is, you brought yourself back, right? Does that make sense to everybody? I hope I'm not missing on any questions. Everybody okay? You can just show me some thumbs up. You can type it into the chat. You can say, how can we differentiate dream state and hypnosis state? Very good question too. When you are dreaming, you are actually in a very, very deep state of hypnosis too, because we know, for example, that while someone is asleep, we can also speak to him and the messages will go straight to the subconscious mind. This is why, for example, a tip that I give to many people who are maybe anxious, be sure to put off your TV, for example, or your radio before you go to sleep, because while you're sleeping, and let's say you have the news on and all these negative things, because news is about negative news most of the time, most of these negative messages are going straight into your subconscious even while you're sleeping. We also know from many, many studies that people even in coma are hearing what you're saying. And this is also a very, very deep state of hypnosis. So if we want to see hypnosis as, if you are familiar with brain waves, when we are very, very alert and awake, right? Like now when I'm speaking to you, I am in the, what we call the beta state, yeah? And then when we go a little bit down, like the moment you're almost falling asleep, you know, when you're daydreaming, etc., before you fall asleep or just right after you wake up, that's what we call the alpha state. And then you can go deeper when you are really very, very deep in hypnosis and you're not even noticing anything around you. I am sure you've had that before, that you're somewhere and someone comes into the room and says something and you, oh, I didn't see you, or I didn't notice you because you were totally somewhere else. Yeah. That can be the theta state already, right? And then when you go deeper and when you are sleeping, you're basically in that a delta state, and the dreams come then. So back to that question, how can we differentiate dream state and hypnosis state? The dream state is a very, very, very deep state of hypnosis, but the hypnotic programming or the effect can be done also during a sleep state. Now, when it comes to dreams, etc., what do dreams represent? What do dreams mean, etc.? I am not an expert on this, so I cannot answer any of these questions. Although now seeing Cynthia here in front of me, we have started doing that, Cynthia, right? So let's dive more into that project. Maybe on one of these It's Your Life series, we will actually talk about dream hypnosis. Let me just answer a couple of questions here. So that was clear. Okay, thank you. Thank you. How to reinforce the positive hypnosis versus the sad ones? Very good questions. Very good question. Okay, so that's totally up to you. What do you say to yourself? The more you do positive suggestions, you can change the sad ones. You can change the negative ones, yeah? Because think about it. Every single moment in your life, every experience that you have has already passed. So let's say you've experienced something sad, something traumatic. The moment you're already talking about it, it has already passed. Now, unfortunately, humans like to hold on to things of the past. The thing is, we can choose, what do I want to hold on to? Do I want to hold on to positive memories, or do I want to hold on to negative memories? The moment it is gone, the moment I'm talking about it, it is already past. So you don't need to reinforce it, but you can look towards the positive, towards a solution, towards the future, and say, okay, what do I want to do now? I'll take a very practical example. I have just, gone through a traumatic fight, yeah, or a very emotional fight with someone, right? I can sit there for days and say, why did this happen? Why did I do this? I can have feelings of guilt. I can have feelings of sadness. And here's the thing, and I'm responding now to that question. Why, when I say this, when I say, oh, this is so sad, why did this happen? It shouldn't have happened. Why did he say that? Why did I say that? Etc., etc. I am reinforcing that story. So I am hypnotizing myself into making that story bigger, stronger, more powerful. Because every time I repeat it for my subconscious mind, it is a reinforcement of that story. I am recreating it. Yeah. So how do you reinforce the positive ones? Just do that. Repeat stories that are positive, or look at how can I find a solution for what happened? How can I see the future in a more bright, in a positive light? Because also the future is not happening now. So neither the past nor the future is happening right now. But when I think about my past and I allow it to change my emotions like you did earlier, or when I think about the future that even hasn't even happened, but I allow that to change my emotions, I am doing hypnosis to myself, because I am just creating a memory. I'm creating images and feelings that are not the reality of where I am right now. Does that make sense? Yeah. I guess I can say the first name because it's not on YouTube anyway. So Cynthia, right? And we have two Cynthias here. So yes, so when you create your past or your future, you are actually doing hypnosis to yourself. So the thing is, you have a choice. What do you want to believe? What do you want to program yourself with? Positive images or negative images? Yeah, I did that with you for about a minute earlier. I told you to close your eyes, remember something negative, annoying. Then I said, close your eyes, remember a wonderful feeling. Yeah, you were sitting here right now. You had the choice. Do you want to remember this or that? Yeah. And this is where self-hypnosis can come in really, really well, where we say, okay, what do I want to stream into my subconscious? What images, what feelings do I actually want to store inside of me? And this is what will overpower you during your day, and that feeling and emotion will stay with you. Yeah. So to answer your question, how to reinforce the positive hypnosis versus the sad ones, just increase these and increase your positive self-talk, your positive imagination. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Otherwise, we'll do a nice practical setup of self-hypnosis. Okay. Great. Okay, perfect. So what I'd like you to do is really just relax, find a nice spot where you can relax, where you could just, let me just answer that one question regarding strong embedded emotions. How long does this take to get over? I do understand that this will depend on person to person. Regarding strong embedded emotions, how long does this take to get over? Dina, can you elaborate a little bit more? I didn't really get your question. Do you mean how long does it take to override the negative ones with positive ones? Is that your question? Yes. Okay. So again, if you have really, really traumatic experiences, it is sometimes, or not sometimes, it is very useful to go and see a hypnotherapist a certified hypnotherapist, because we will then guide you through different techniques that are more related to therapy. What we're doing here, and with self-hypnosis, we can just program our daily life, our daily emotions, etc., what's happening around us, and just feel more positive about it. We can also program ourselves. Let's say I have a big presentation tomorrow and I'm a little bit nervous. I can go to bed and just say to myself, see myself do it very confidently, and just repeat those words that I'm confident, and have that imagination in my mind how confidently I'm delivering that speech, and that will be enough. However, if you have gone through traumatic experiences and they are deeply embedded, like you're saying, Dina, then it is definitely very useful, or actually you need to see a therapist to go through the actual therapy. And then every good hypnotherapist will teach you, after a couple of sessions, teach you how to do it yourself. Because in hypnotherapy, what we really, really want is to give the power back to the people. Humans are programmed to give powers to others, whether it's starting with parents from a very young age, giving power to politics, to some people in power, giving power to religion, giving power to a lot of things around them. And we if this happens a lot, we learn, or we're programmed to think that we cannot do it ourselves. Also giving power, unfortunately, to a lot of medicine, to the pharmaceutical world, where we say, okay, I cannot get out of that headache, or whatever it is inside of me, or even pain, even physical pain, I cannot get out of it without these pills, etc. Yeah. However, when we go to hypnotherapy, and that's really what we all are aiming at, to regain that power and say, I am born with a perfect body. I am born perfect and whole. And whoever created me has given my body everything it needs to survive. Yeah. And think about it. When you were born as a baby, you came out of your mother's womb and you took your very, very first breath, and you knew how to breathe. And from this moment on, everything in your body just worked perfectly and very naturally, because we have this ability. Our body has the ability to heal. When you cut yourself, the skin heals again. Your body evolved during everything that you grew, and your body changed. Your digestion works perfectly without you having to do something. You grew, and then you if you're a female, your body was ready to conceive, to bear a baby, to give birth to a baby, etc. And all of these things are, our body knows how to deal with a lot of things. And so does our mind. Body and mind are connected. But as soon as we give power to others, we lose that. We think that we cannot. We think that we have to have someone to help us. Yeah. So we want, with that self-hypnosis, or with any hypnosis session, to really go back and see, where did I have that? Because at one point in my life, I had all the abilities. I had the strength. I had the confidence. I had courage. Think about children. How much courage do they have? How much resilience do they have? Yeah. Until they grow into the age where they are hypnotized to believe that they cannot do things. Yeah. So this is what we really want to achieve, to have someone do it, be able to get out of situations alone. Because, like I said at the beginning, we cannot change what happens outside of us, but we can definitely change how we react to it and how we feel inside of us. Can we say that social media, So affirmations are part of self-hypnosis. They can, yes, they can be. So short affirmations can be. You can also have images. It can be affirmations or it can be imagination, whatever works for you. Yes, we are resilient, by nature resilient. Yes. Can we say that social media platforms are also hypnotizing us, blurring the lines with reality? Oh my God, yes, of course. Social media, TV, everything around you is hypnotizing you. It is hypnosis. I don't want to say that social media is bad. I'm not a fan of saying that, because there are a lot of positive aspects to social media too. Yeah. However, what messages are you listening to? And that's when it comes to children. For those of you who know me, know that I'm very, very passionate about my program Hypnoparenting, which actually teaches parents how to not hypnotize their children, because they are hypnotizing their children. And one of the questions that I'm asked a lot is about social media, TV, etc., iPads, and all of this that children are on. And now here is my personal opinion and my response to that. An iPad or social media or TV or whatever it is not bad per se. It depends on the message. It depends on what are we watching? What is it that we're allowing into our subconscious mind, for children, but also for us. Yeah. And like I said before, if I am on if I'm seeing people complaining all the time on social media, it is actually just like being around people around you in the house or at work that complain all the time. It's the same thing, just that here it comes through different channels, right? But it is a negative energy that is streaming into you. And we say that if you're surrounded by negative people, that negativity will affect you in some way. So you need to be really, really strong to shield that off. And the same applies to social media or news. Now, I personally have stopped watching the news about, oh my God, about 20 years ago. People say to me, oh, you need to know what's going on. Well, I know what's going on, trust me, because if something big is happening, you know, even if it's the other part of the world, trust me, the last couple of days or weeks, whatever has been going on in the US, although it is so far away from me, I know everything is happening there. And if something happens that you need to know here, you will hear it because everybody will be talking about it. But do we really need to allow these pictures to come in and in and in and in? These are pictures that will hypnotize you. I will take one example of 9/11 because I remember that day very well. And Ingrid, you're saying me too. I stopped watching, and Ingrid, it's funny you're mentioning this now. And I remember in 9/11 because we were actually neighbors at that time, and I remember people sitting in front of the TV for hours and for days actually, and just allowing these pictures to enter their subconscious mind. Well, this is hypnosis. Yeah, it is okay to know what's happening, but you don't need to see it over and over and over and over again, because this is hypnosis. So, you know, you were asking, I think it was Cynthia. Yes, the other Cynthia. Affirmations are part of self-hypnosis. Yes, they are. But also the images, like I said, are a very, very big part of it, right? So if I'm sitting in front of either social media, like Phoebe was asking, or in front of TV, whatever it is, and I'm seeing all of that and I'm hearing all of that, it is coming in. Why? Because while someone is saying a story or even a post on, let's say, Facebook, what happens is that while I'm reading this post, I'm imagining what's happening. And right? I'm seeing these pictures, even if it's just a post, because our mind will translate every post, will translate words into images. Yeah. That's how we process, right? So so therefore it is already hypnosis because I'm imagining what's happening. Yeah. Okay. Great, Dina, thank you for your comment. Okay, so any other questions? You know what? Let's do something. Let's do a very short, this self-hypnosis. I would really like to install that switch in you. And it sounds scarier than it is. And then after that, I can take more questions because you will have experienced it. So there are many, 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 many ways of doing self-hypnosis. What I want to do today with you is one of my favorites, actually. And this is a technique that was taught to me by one of my favorite hypnotherapists, older hypnotherapist, who now passed away a couple of years ago. Cynthia probably knows him, Jerry Kine. And I like to mention his name because he was a really, really great hypnotherapist. And this is one of his techniques that I use a lot to teach my own clients after a couple of sessions when I know that they've got everything, that we've finished with the therapy part, that they are strong enough to, you know, just go on. I will teach them that at the end, maybe in the third or fourth session, for them to be able to put themselves into that state anytime they want. So I will first put you in a very, very relaxing state. And then when we're there, we will install a small switch that is only yours. It's your secret switch. And this switch, you can switch on and off anytime you want to. And like I said before, the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. And trust me, just do it a couple of days and you'll notice how fast it will be to switch on and off that switch. So is everybody ready? Just find a comfortable spot, find somewhere where you can just, you know, either put your head back or just really be comfortable and nice. And let me see if I can see everybody here. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so wonderful. Okay, so just make yourself really, really comfortable the way you're sitting there. I know, Phoebe, I know you need to leave very soon. You can just do the first 5 minutes and then you can leave. You can just open your eyes whenever you want and leave, because like we said before, hypnosis is nothing that I'm doing to you. You can open your eyes anytime you wish to. So now just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And release that breath. And one more time, breathe in deeply. And as you're breathing in, just imagine wonderful relaxation streaming into your nose. And as you breathe out, imagine letting go of all the tension in your body. Letting go of all that natural tension in your muscles. So every breath in, bringing in relaxation. And every time you breathe out, you let go more and more of everything tense. Every breath taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. And all that matters now is actually the sound of my voice. It doesn't really matter if your mind is listening to every word that I say. All that matters is the sound of my voice that will guide you deeper and deeper relaxed. So every breath that you're taking, relaxing you more and more. And every word you're hearing, taking you even deeper and deeper. Any sound that you might hear around you, whether it's a sound coming out of your computer or your phone or anything else around you, will just help you relax more and more. Because you have chosen this time now to allow your body to relax and your mind to relax. Nobody has forced you. You have chosen this time to allow yourself to learn how to guide your mind into a wonderful state. And in fact, from today on, your mind will so easily go into that state over and over again every time you choose to. Because you have taken that time for yourself today. The time to learn how to reach that state so easily and so effortlessly. So now I'd like you to focus on the little tiny muscles in your eyes. Just place your attention on these little tiny muscles in your eyelids. They have worked from this morning until now. And imagine these little tiny muscles as if they were little tiny workers. Imagine them becoming very, very relaxed, and in fact, allow them for now to relax so deeply that they will actually stop working. The same way they stop working when you go to bed at night. Allow them now to stop working. And feel your eyelids just becoming heavier and heavier. Feel your eyes just not wanting to open anymore because it feels so good to keep them closed. And once you have reached that wonderful state, that your eyelids, your eyes, the muscles in your eyes are so relaxed that they just don't want to open anymore, you can test them. You can try to open your eyes, and you'll notice that even though you know that you could at any time open them, you'll notice that the harder you try, the more they will just be so tired and so stuck together that you just don't want to. And every time you open and close them, they will help you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And now allow that same quality of relaxation that you allowed your eyelids to have. Allow that relaxation to stream all over your head, into every part of your facial muscles, caressing every part of your face, and feeling how good it feels to just let go of that tension. As you allow that relaxation all the way down into your neck, from your neck into your shoulders, into your arms and hands. Just feel how wonderful it feels to allow your arms and your hands to rest on whatever they're resting on. Allowing now that relaxation to stream into your upper body, to your chest area, filling your upper body and your abdomen with a sense of peace, relaxation. Feeling that stream of relaxation together with the oxygen stream into every single organ of your body. And feel your organs functioning so naturally, so calmly, so healthily. Just like nature intended them to work. And allowing now that relaxation all the way down into your hips, to your legs, into your feet. Every part of your body relaxing deeper and deeper as I speak, and allowing yourself to relax more and more as you breathe. And in a moment, I will count from 10 to 1. With every number, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper. Every number taking you deeper and deeper, and you don't need to know how. Your subconscious mind knows exactly how to guide you. Just allow it to happen. 10. Deeper and deeper relaxed. 9. As you go still deeper and deeper. 8. Feel your body relax so beautifully. 7. Allowing now your mind to relax just as easily as your body relaxed. 6. As you go even deeper and deeper, allowing your mind to go far away from here. 5. Allowing your mind to find a place where it can totally and completely relax. A place of your choice. A place that can be indoors or outdoors. It can be a place you know, or an imaginary place. 4. Deeper and deeper still. To that place where you can be you. Just you. No associations to anything. Just being you. The way you were born and created. 3. Place of safety, serenity, of love, of peace. 2. Even deeper now. And 1. And allow yourself to look at that place that you're in. Become aware of your surroundings. Become aware of any sounds that you hear there. Are there any smells that you smell? Look around and see. Are you alone or is there someone there? Feel what is underneath you. Are you sitting, standing, walking, lying? Look at what is above you. And feel these wonderful feelings. Feel and enjoy that place that your mind has chosen to go to. And as you're relaxing and enjoying that wonderful place, allow yourself to go even deeper and deeper still. Feel your body relaxed, your mind relaxed, knowing that in this state, your mind is capable of achieving anything it imagines. Realizing that it was so easy for you to relax your mind. Realizing that it was so fast for you to go to that wonderful place. And now, just imagine for a moment, wherever you are, whether you're lying, sitting, standing, feeling that relaxed state, feeling that wonderful state. Imagine that there is a switch somewhere at the base of your brain, just similar to a light switch of a room. It can be a knob that you turn right or left. It can be a switch that you switch up and down, or it could be a sort of a lever that you can push back and forth. It is up to you. This is your personal switch. This is your secret switch that nobody can attain, only you. That switch, notice it, imagine it the way you want it. And imagine that that switch is going from that base of your brain to every single muscle in your body. And notice that that switch is on the off position now. That off position symbolizing that every part of your body is deeply relaxed. It's as if that electricity is switched off and only allowing everything that is necessary for your survival to pass through. It is as if all thoughts, all tension, anything else that can go through there is just switched off magically by your mind. So notice that switch on the off position. And now this is the position that you can switch your switch to every time you would like to go back to that certain place. Every time you would like your body and mind to relax. Every time you feel like a power nap. Every time you need to recharge. All you need to do is switch that switch to the off position. And your mind will instantly and immediately go back to that place. Your entire body will instantly go into that wonderful state. So now, I'd like you to start using that switch. Allow your mind to see that switch and allow your finger now onto that switch. And in a moment, I will ask you to switch that switch to the on position. The moment I will ask you to do so, and the moment you will switch that switch on, you will be fully awake, your eyes will open, you'll be fully refreshed, alert, finding that happiness from that place come with you. That will be instant and very, very fast. So while you're still enjoying that wonderful place, breathe in that wonderful energy. Breathe in your surroundings. And in a moment, when I say the number 3, I would like you to switch on your switch. 1, place your finger on that switch. 2, and 3. Switch on that switch, open your eyes and feel so refreshed, alert. Opening your eyes, feeling that you brought with you all these wonderful feelings and that energy, whether it was nature or anything else that you came from. Feeling recharged, feeling rejuvenated, feeling renewed. And now, I'd like you to put your finger again on that switch. And on the count of 1, switch that switch off when I say 1. And the moment I switch that switch off, allow your mind, allow your eyes to shut, allow your mind to go straight back to that place. 3, 2, and 1. Straight back to that place, eyes closed, so relaxed, your entire body relaxed, limp and loose, going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper than the time before, straight back to that wonderful, wonderful place. It is so easy, and every time you practice that, and every time you go back to that place, you go deeper than the time before and faster than the time before. Again, enjoying that wonderful place. Breathing in. And one more time on the count of 3. Eyes wide open, refreshed, alert. 1, 2, put your finger on that switch, and 3, switch that switch on, and wide open, eyes wide open, fully refreshed, alert, bringing with you all these wonderful feelings. And one last time, when I say the number 1, you will go straight back to that place. 3, 2, put your finger on that switch, and 1. Straight back to that place, going deeper and deeper than the time before, faster than the time before. It is your choice. It is your switch. Every time you switch that switch on and off, every time you practice that switch, it will become faster and easier for you to use it. Whether you need a power nap, or whether you need to imagine yourself doing the things that you thought you cannot do. It will be very easy for you to put an image into your mind, to take that image with you to that wonderful place and see yourself doing the things that you thought you were not capable of. Recognizing your inner power, recognizing your potential, and recognizing your abilities and your strength. So now, enjoy that place as long as you wish. If you're in nature, look around you and notice that everything in nature changes. If you're inside a room, if this is your nice place, imagine a tree, a flower, anything in nature. And realize that everything that was created in nature was created to change, to let go of the old in order to make place for the new. Just like every tree throws off the leaves that are dried to make space for new and fresh ones. Every flower falls off when it's dry to make space for a new blossom. Also you are part of nature. Also you were created the same way, to let go of the old and make space for the new. So allow your mind to create the new that you wish to create. Allow your mind to make space for new images, new experiences. Enjoy that place. And at your own pace, and whenever you are ready, put your finger on that switch and switch your switch on again and come back. So, I cannot see your videos. Your videos are off at the moment. For the ones who are already here, how was your experience? Any questions, any comments, anything you want to say? As you regain, come back slowly, slowly. Thank you, Cynthia. Very calm, serene, thank you. Love the switch. Thank you for your comments. Practice that switch, because it's only with practice that it will be, we call it in NLP or in hypnosis, we call it anchors. So an anchor is everything that will connect your mind to something. And it's like when we hear a certain song and whoa, we're back, we're connected to a certain feeling or emotion, or we smell a certain smell and we're reminded of something that could could have been many, many years ago. Let that switch be that anchor for you to relax. And whenever you are, wherever you are, whenever you want, just allow that switch to really become your anchor. And as soon as you switch that switch off, as soon as you imagine that and you switch it off, you're there, you're wherever you are, because that switch will become that anchor, just like that smell or that song or whatever it is. Yeah. So the more you practice that, the more it will become easy and so fast for you to just do it. Yeah. So do that. And maybe I'll see you next Tuesday on the show and you can tell me how it went for you during that week. Thank you for your comments. It was awesome. Thank you. Beautiful, great session. Thank you. Thank you all for your comments. But does anyone have questions though? Does anyone on, whoa, I lost my YouTube. Where is it? Oh, okay. Does anyone, here it is. Does anyone on YouTube have questions? How can we? Okay, we have a question here on YouTube, but I guess it was from before. I'm sorry, I didn't see it earlier. How can we stop replaying in our minds those negative situations? Very good question. It is, again, a choice. We have the choice. What do I want to say to myself? Everything in life are habits. Yeah. And as soon as that situation comes in, you can say, stop, I don't want you because you're old. I don't want you. So speak to your thoughts. Speak to whatever comes in, because it is your choice. You are in control. But the more you allow these negative feelings or thoughts to take over, the more you are not in control. And it becomes a habit that you say, I cannot do anything. I can't do anything. That's what many people say. So instead of saying that, say to that thought, why? I can choose. I don't want you. I want a good thought now. I want to think about something else. And the more you do that, the more you will practice that. It will become a habit to just say, to just focus on the positives. Everything in life is a habit. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I just saw that question and I guess it was from earlier. Okay. Any other questions? How can we make it happen without being guided? Okay, Cynthia, so that's that switch that I just gave you, okay? So that switch will be the anchor, right? So what you will practice now is just sit down somewhere, switch off that switch, and as soon as you switch it off, your mind will go straight back to that wonderful place. You feel it, you feel so relaxed. Then you switch it on and you open your eyes and you come back. And then you do that again and again. Do it a couple of times a day. This is, instead of me guiding you, that switch is your own. It's like when you go into a place, you switch off the light switch and the electricity goes off. Lights go off. Yeah, that's that connection that you want to make in your brain, in your mind, that as soon as you switch that switch off, your entire body is loose, limp, relaxed. Your mind goes off to that wonderful place. Yeah? Does that make sense, Cynthia? I guess. Okay, any other questions for today? I can see some people came in a little bit late. I hope you caught the rest of the self-hypnosis switch. So for the ones who came in later, we spoke today about hypnosis in general and about some misconceptions. So basically what we did now, that was a state of hypnosis already, because you were in a place, you were relaxed, you saw that wonderful place. Why we went through the physical relaxation before we went to the mental relaxation is because it is just easier to relax our mind when our body is already relaxed. That's why we did it. Yeah. Yes, it does. My phone bugged. Okay, we will practice it. Great, Cynthia. Yeah, practice that and let me know. Cynthia, you're one of the regulars here. So next week we'll be talking. We have a speaker next week speaking about energy and Reiki, etc. But I'll make sure to if someone has something to say, you can definitely ask me next week too. Okay, so if we don't have any more questions, I want to thank you very, very much for being again here. Many of you, like every Tuesday, for the rest of you. And I just noticed probably, yes, there is a time change that has happened. So if you are in Germany or in Lebanon, it is an hour earlier now. Yeah. So Raymond, I'm very sorry. I think you came in an hour too late for this session today, but you can watch the replay on YouTube. For everyone else, you can always, of course, watch the replay. It was live on YouTube. It is recorded, so it will be on YouTube on my channel, Mind Your Power. If you're interested in listening to any other session that you have missed, from the beginning, I'm sure we have around, I'm not sure, maybe 50, 60 sessions now from the 1st of April till now. Amazing speakers, amazing knowledge, really, really good sessions. Go to my website, mindyourpower.org. Go to It's Your Life, all speakers, and listen to every single one of them. If you want to get in touch with one of them, their contact details are on there too. And if you would like to be hosted on this show, or if you know anyone who would like to, please get in touch with me too. Send me an email at mona@mindyourpower.org, and I will be more than happy to host you one of these Tuesdays. So for now, thank you. Thank you for everybody who was on the call. Thank you for everyone in Iraq, Jillian, in Dubai, in the US. We have the UK with us. We have Lebanon. We have Germany. Great international crowd. Thank you for everyone who was here. I hope to see you next Tuesday. If you are not receiving my emails, today I sent it to my old newsletter. If you would like to be just on that newsletter for the It's Your Life series, please send me an email also, mona@mindyourpower.org, and I will put you on the email list that is just solely for this. Today I sent it to everybody just because it was me doing that session today. Okay. Love and leave you all. Have a wonderful evening. Catch up very soon, I hope. Big kisses and hugs to the whole world. Bye-bye, everybody.